Good afternoon. Today we are continuing with our slope-intercept form, and we will learn how to write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form given two ordered pairs. So the last objective, we had the standard form, and we had to rework it using opposite operations to find that slope-intercept. Now we are doing the slope-intercept form from two ordered pairs. So we're going to review all of our different parts. We need to write this down. Why? Why are we writing it on every single objective, Gabe? Because it's that important. So slope-intercept form, everybody say it. What is the x? X value of any ordered pair on the line. So that means the y is what?
Y value of any ordered pair on the line.
The y value of any ordered pair on the line. What is the m? Slope. What is the b? The y-intercept. Okay. We've had that for every objective. We're still writing it over and over because it's that important. To write the equation of any line in slope-intercept form, you need two things. You need the slope, and we need the y-intercept. So notice here, it says for the slope, reference CO57 for help finding slope when given two ordered pairs. Oh my goodness, we did that in our last unit. How do we find a slope when we're given two ordered pairs? What's our formula, Lakely?
Y1 minus. Oh wait, no, two minus. Oh, 2 minus. Oh yeah. X2. Oh, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1.
Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Alright, so to make sense.
So we're bringing back previous knowledge, not something new, previous knowledge, and then we're going to put it into slope-intercept form. So let's look at writing the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through the two given points. Show your work. Gotta show your work. No. We need to do y2 minus y1. You're not just doing it in your head. You are doing it on the paper. So if I have 6, 4 and 0, 5 as my two ordered pairs, what's my equation gonna look like? Grayson.
Is it 5 minus 4 and 0 minus 6?
5 minus 4 over 0 minus 6. What does that give me for my slope?
1 over negative 6.
Now my negative is kind of getting lost here. So a lot of times, I really make sure that that negative sign doesn't get lost in my fraction bar or the equal sign. You want to make sure that it's obvious. When I'm correcting 31 tests and I'm going through, if your negative sign is right next to your fraction bar, I'm not going to notice that that's a negative. It looks like a fraction bar, right? You want to make sure that your negative, I can see it. You could do it negative 1 over 6. You could do 1 over negative 6. I need to see the negative sign. Don't let it be lost in your writing. Because if I don't see the negative sign easily, I'm going to mark it wrong. So am I done? Nope. Well, what do I have to do now? I actually have to give my equation in slope-intercept form. So I found my m. Who can tell me what the slope-intercept form would look like? Fiona?
Y equals 1/6 x plus 5.
Well, I know my slope was -1/6. And I know the slope is right in front of the x. How did you know my y-intercept was 5, Fiona?
Oh, because the y-intercept has to have a 0 in the x spot.
That y-intercept has to have a 0 in the x spot. It was one of the ordered pairs that was given to us. We're combining different objectives into this one objective. Let's look at our next one. What is my formula, the equation to find my slope? What should I write, Lauren?
2 minus -1/5 minus 0.
And that equals what?
3/5.
Yeah, because minus a negative is adding a positive. So I have 3/5. So what is my slope-intercept form? Madden.
Y equals 3/5 x minus 1.
Because I know my slope is at 3/5. My y-intercept I get from that 0 minus 1. Let's look at our next one. Lucas.
So you start with 6 minus 10 over -18 minus 0.
What does that equal?
And that equals -4. Oh no, -18.
He's not done. Give him
So
a
you get
chance.
regular 4/18, and your equation is.
Oh, you're not done.
You have to simplify to
We're going to divide a 2 out of it. So we do have to simplify that slope.
you get y equals 9x plus 10.
So in all three of these, our y-intercept ordered pair was given to us. But, let's take a little gander at our homework. What do we notice about our homework?
There's no y.
What do you notice about each of these three sets of ordered pairs above? We're given that y-intercept.
Except for one.
How?
The third one.
We were given the y-intercept on all three of them. All three of them had an x for 0 for one of our ordered pairs.
Why not have that?
So, how are the sets of ordered pairs below different? Look at what it says. It says, use that slope-intercept form to its full potential. Oh my goodness. More of our previous learning we have to add into this. So, let's see what that means. Let's look at this first one. First thing we have to do is find that slope. How do I find my slope of this one? What's the equation I'm going to use? Owen?
8 minus 4 over 9 minus 7.
Which gives me 4 over 2. Simplify that down to a 2, right? So I know my slope is 2. I need to find that y-intercept. So I know y equals mx plus b, so I'm going to fill in what I know. Y equals
2 over 1. Or 2x.
What's my x going to be if it's the y-intercept that I want to find?
0.
Okay. But we don't know what the y would be, right? Do I know an x and a y that I could fill in to find my b? Where would I find that, Madden? Do I know that the line goes through the origin? I know that my line is at 7,4. My line is at 9,8. Is 7, 4 an ordered pair? Yeah, that works with my line. It's an X and a Y. So I'm going to fill in my X and Y for my X and Y, and I'm going to solve it for my B. So let's watch. My Y is 4. My slope is 2. My X is 7. Right? Because we know Y equals MX plus B. So I'm filling in a Y and an X that I know is on my line. I'm filling in my slope that I just found. So those 3 things are all up here. I need to know the B. How do I find the B now?
Y equals 8 equals 2, 9 plus B.
Yeah, you could use either ordered pair. I picked the first one. You could use either one. You are absolutely correct. So what is 2 times 7?
14.
So I have 4 equals 14 plus B. How do I get B by itself? 14 plus B. It's a positive 14. I'm not multiplying anything, so I don't need to divide. Addie?
Subtract 14.
I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. What is 4 minus 14?
Negative 10.
What is 14 minus 14? 0. And I'm going to bring my B down. So I know that B equals negative 10. I know that my Y-intercept is negative 10. So my final answer, I'm just taking up a lot of space because I'm writing big. My final answer would be
Y equals 2x minus 10.
Y equals 2x minus 10. So we have to find our slope. We have to find the B. And then we put it into the slope-intercept form. Let's do, I'll wait. Lucas?
Couldn't you just without minusing the 14, couldn't you just solve for B by figuring out that 14 minus plus negative 10 equals 4?
That is how you figure it out. You're doing it in your head. I'm doing it on the paper so we all remember the steps because we will get to harder math. We want to make sure we know the steps right away. So I do it on the paper so I don't forget what the steps are. Because when you have 10 steps you have to do, it's a lot more complicated. We're doing 1 step. Trust me, when you have 10 steps to do, you do every single step so you don't forget one of them. So I'm trying to get us in the habit of showing our steps. You will thank me for it when you're in calculus. Rose is in Calc 2. She shows every single step, and it's a lot of work that she shows. Get used to it now. Let's look at our second one. We could use either ordered pair when we find that y-intercept. Gabe is right. It doesn't matter which one we use. I usually just pick the first one because that's just my comfort level. I just go with the first. Doesn't matter which one you use. You'll get the same y-intercept. So first thing we have to do is find our slope. Negative 8 minus a negative 12 over 14 minus 6. Negative 8 plus a positive 12 gives me a 4 over 8, which is a half. So I know my slope is a half. How are we feeling about that part of our set? Show me your thumbs.
Wait, plus positive 12?
Because it was minus a negative 12, minus a negative is plus a positive. Okay, let's go to our second step. We take one of our ordered pairs, doesn't matter which one, and we fill it in for the y and the x in our y-intercept form. So I'm going to put my y, negative 12, equals my slope times my x of 6 plus b. So I'm gonna do my multiplying first. 1/2 plus 6 is what? 1/2 times 6 is 3 plus the b. How we feel about that? We're doing okay with that part? Now we have to do opposite operation to get the b by itself. What do I have to do to get the b by itself, Matthew? I need to subtract 3 from both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0. Negative 12 minus 3 is what? Negative 15. Now I can do my slope-intercept form. Y equals my slope, 1/2 times x, minus 15. How do we feel about putting those into the formula?
Pretty good now.
Yeah, once we do it a couple of times and we go slow, now I was writing big, shh, Henry, I was writing big because I'm using the pen on the big smart board and I wanted you to see it. Some of us can write small and this will be enough space. If it's not enough space, what are some options that we have? We have the empty page right next to us that people like to doodle on, and I keep reminding people, don't doodle on that because you might need some space. If you doodled on it and you can't use it for space, what can we do? Get a piece of loose leaf paper. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking. Get a piece of loose leaf paper. It's got the 3-hole punch on it already. Put it in your binder and use it for your scratch paper. How did I get 1/2 times 6? Do you get that? All right. So you're going to do the last 4. You're going to go slow. You're going to check your work and make sure that you remember how to use the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That you're doing your opposite operations to find the b correctly. And that you put it into your slope-intercept form correctly. Kyle, is now the time for you to be playing around. I appreciate those of us who are listening and learning how to do this objective. These slope-intercept forms are not easy. We didn't learn anything new today, but we're putting together a lot of different objectives that we've never put together before. So we need to make sure that we're doing it correctly because there are a lot of steps to follow. I expect us to be working silently. We have work time now. When you are done, we have Khan Academy and we have the math packet. So this is not social time. I want people to be able to come and ask me questions and me to be able to help your classmates without you distracting us with your noise. When I say I want it silent, I truly want it silent. If you are watching this at home and you have questions, please make sure you come and ask me. I hope you are well and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.